What's going down, YouTube? What's shaking H-Town? It's your boy Swisher coming back at you, you know what I'm saying? With, I don't know what the fuck to call this. I mean, well, as you all know, the comments that were made by our, well, the Texans owner, not Rick Smith, Bob McNair, and that statement, which was, I can't let the inmates run the prison. Now, I'm not going. I'm not about to go on some long ass tirade about how that offended me and all that other shit. Because when I break it down, like my boy Ed said, he really said everything that I was gonna say in my video had I decided to make it earlier. But I chose to not do a video on it because let's call it for what it is, man. That type of shit ain't getting no better no time soon. Nobody wants to listen to the fact that nobody wants to listen to the Colin Kaepernicks of the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because when he was sitting here telling y'all that these type of things go on, these type of things go on behind closed doors, and yet nobody wanted him on a team for speaking out, you know, for that. Nobody wanted him on a team because, again, he was not only speaking up on racial injustices in America, but he was also putting his money where his mouth is. And I think that's where it burned and hurt those rich folks even more, with the fact that not only did you take football from him, but he continued to still do the right thing with the money that he still has. You know, there's that. But at the end of the day, whether, regardless of what side of the fence you're on, whether you feel like you're part of the majority or whether you don't feel like you're a part of the majority, you know, at the end of the day, we all got feelings and emotions, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up that it only matters when, you know, when the bottom line is affected. You know, let's see the same people that was going out burning, not just burning Caps jersey, but you know, those same people that was saying, you know, how taking a knee is disrespectful to the flag and all that shit. Let's see you here. I want to see those same people say that what Bob McNair said was wrong and that he needs to shut up and he needs to, you know, because I mean personally, and I'm like I said, I'm not afraid to say this to anybody. I don't care what race you are, what ethnicity you are. Well, actually, that those are the same things. Sorry about that, y'all. But you know, I don't care how tall you are, how short you are, what your background is. You know what I'm saying? If you're a racist, I'ma tell you, you a racist. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we still live in times where doing something as taking a knee for unarmed black men that have been shot down like dogs in the street. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how we can frown upon that, and then what's worse, and this is why I say racism is still alive and well. You actually have people with the audacity to say, I'm a Texans fan now because of Mr. McNair's comments. Do they surprise me? Fuck no, they don't. Because at the end of the day, that's until well, I can't even put a timetable on it because I just if, as long as my lifespan goes, and I could probably live up to 100, and I still don't see, the government or the white guys that actually can make a difference. They don't give a fuck. They don't. So what good? Like, and this is what I would tell those that do feel offended by it. Don't, because you getting offended is gonna do what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What you may be saying may be right, but it's no point, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's like trying to fill a guard. Not fill a guard. It's like trying to that right there is trying to fill it. It's like trying to fill a glass that's already half full. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, it's sad that this is America. This is the America we live in. It's also sad that the and I'm not just talking about Mr. McNair when I say this, because I know there are 31 other owners that probably feel the same way as McNair does. Now, do I think what he said was racist? No. Do I don't know, man. Like I said, this is a dicey subject and a touchy subject because, like I said, it just brings up a lot of different mixed feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? When those type of comments are made and said, and again, for those that look at it from that are looking at it from the other side of the fence and want to chime in, feel free to look at it from where we stand. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you ain't never been discriminated against, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, this goes to all races. I don't care who you are or what color you are. If you haven't been discriminated against, then you can't. Well, no, let me rephrase that, because everybody gets discriminated against. When you when you're subjected to being followed around in a store, or you know have two or three people follow you, or in continuous motion, you know what I'm saying, but you know that they're watching you, you know what I'm saying. If Unless society has looked at you like that, then you can't possibly understand what that's like to be judged and looked at like that, you know what I'm saying. And for those, like I said, that are on the other side of the fence, and if you have experienced it, I'm not taking nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna speak on it any more than I have to, because the fact that you've been through that already, you know what I'm saying, should be more than enough to sit there and be like, it should be more than enough to enlighten you to be like, yeah, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? That nobody should be talking about, their players, or, like that, things of that nature. But like I said, to get to the basic gist of it, do I have a problem with what Mr. McNair said? Nah. Do I find what he said to be racist in any kind of way. No. But like I said, man, this is a topic and a conversation that I've talked about a little longer than what I should, but I feel like I feel like I had to go ahead and do this video because people was expecting me to do, not only to do it and talk about it, but to share and give my own opinion on it and whatnot. But like I said, man, this is just another day in America to me. It it's then got to the point where I'm basically numb to the shit. Where if that kind of thing isn't happening, I kind of feel like things aren't normal. You know what I'm saying? And like that's just how long the shit has been allowed to go on. You know what I'm saying? But as for usual, like, sub, and peace. You know what I'm saying? I know I said like, but do your boy a favor. You know what I'm saying? And punch the living fuck out of that like bucket. Punch the living fuck out of that like button. You know what I'm saying? And as always, let me know what you guys think